Barring a last-minute surprise today, President Obama is set to order the biggest cuts to the military's budget since the Reagan era.
But the automatic cuts will go far beyond defense. Bill Plante is at the White House. Bill, good morning.
Morning, Nora. Congressional leaders will be here in a few hours to talk to the president about the cuts, but there is no sign of a last-minute deal. Things were never supposed to get to this point. The very idea of such big cuts was supposed to force an agreement, but it didn't. And now there's finger pointing in every direction. The cuts to the military will be the largest in nearly 30 years.
We are doing the men and women who are serving this nation a great disservice.
$46 billion will come out of the Pentagon's budget this year. The remainder of the $85 billion cut will slash across most government departments when it takes effect later today. On Thursday, Senate lawmakers from both parties led a last-minute effort to avoid the cuts, each party presenting its own alternative. But as expected, those bills were voted down. Members of Congress then began heading home for the weekend, but not before trying to pin the blame on each other.
We might as well get a pink slip from the office of the Speaker and the Republican conference.
And in the case of Republicans, blaming the president.
After thwarting every bipartisan attempt to avert the sequester, the president is ready to make it bite as hard as possible.
The administration warned repeatedly about the negative effects the cuts would have on safety, health, and travel. But many Republicans were skeptical.
I would suggest that the majority leader, the president, and his cabinet put down the Beltway Kool-Aid because they are predicting a disaster that will not occur.
One of those predictions embarrassed the White House. On Face the Nation Sunday, Education Secretary Arne Duncan said teachers were already getting pink slips in anticipation of cuts, but then later backtracked, saying he wasn't sure. On Thursday, the White House distanced itself from Duncan's claim.
What I can tell you is that
it came from your podium, right? You guys said that. You guys made
it was in this room, and I'm just asking.
I'm just saying I don't have any. I am not personally in contact with individual school districts.
At today's meeting, the president will urge Republican leaders to find a way out of the latest budget crisis. But Republicans already have their answer.
My message at the White House will be the same as what I'm telling you today. It's time for them to do their job and to pass a bill.
Now, the cuts don't actually go into effect until President Obama issues the order required by the law. That could be as late as 11:59 tonight. And it will take days or weeks to notice the effects. But the vice president is on the case. Looking on the bright side, he said yesterday he'll take the train instead of a plane home to Delaware. Charlie, Nora.